before we dive in, I just want to say, even if we disagree or come from different places, I never wish harm on anyone. Here in the US, we've had some intense times lately, but that doesn't mean we take it on others. When we stop talking, that's when conflict turns dangerous. So let's stay respectful, and no matter difference in our views or from across the pond to here, we're okay to disagree, but never stop talking, okay? Welcome back, CEO, to episode 6 of Apex Girl weekly coverage. I'm Murder You, as you know, and this week we got a fresh batch of updates straight from the dev team. From a brand new Roam badge to artist spine reworks, important app news, and stick around, you don't want to miss this. We'll play the intro.
Energy taking us higher. Melodies myself flowing through a race. R&B vibes take away the pain. Let the rhythm guide us. We won't be tamed. Smooth like butter, never to be shamed. Neon light, never to be ashamed. Neon lights shining so bright. We'll dance till the morning light. K-pop with R&B smooth. We don't.
As announced, server maintenance hit us on September 11th. Here's everything that's coming with this patch it's already patched in the game. First up, we're getting a group achievement badge for Roam. This will add some prestige to your group if you've been grinding together, so it's in the groups screen. The next thing is blueprint level cap is getting expanded, so higher upgrades are possible. Plus daily tasks are being expanded as well, meaning more rewards for consistent logins. The next thing is the exchange store is growing, which basically allows us to go ahead and exchange more things, such as when they updated the parking redemption coins, they did give us the tier 2 items for us to go ahead and upgrade our headquarters. I had tier 2 items that I couldn't really do anything with, so they did patches for us to go ahead and be able to exchange certain things too. So it gives us more flexibility with item redemptions. Definitely keep an eye out for those limited trades. And artist updates. The next thing. This is a big one. Artist personality has been removed. Instead of song recording, bonuses are now fixed at 130% for genre match, plus 50% for location match. I don't really understand what location match is, but I'm thinking maybe where they place. So if they're a vocalist or they're a dancer, if you put them there, I believe that's where you get the 50% bonus. Also, spine updates have been rolled out for Eleanor, Luna, Samantha, Grace, Lily, and Charlotte. So expect different type of animations, and as always, I always will show them, so just take a moment, and here they are.
Do you like black stockings or white ones? Every day with you is happy. Boss, I'm going to need your affection too.
Help me find a brand endorsement. Let me give you a massage. Help me find a brand endorsement. I think you've been a bit tired lately.
Will the company move to the city center? I can't help but just want to sweat it out with you. When can we work out together? Shall we go watch a movie tonight?
We lack more understanding between us. I've been thinking about you a lot when you're not around. I want to take that next step with you.
Let me leave a hickey on your neck. You prefer to be alone, don't you? Let me leave a hickey on your neck. I changed the bed sheets. Are you interested?
Next up is Battle Report Optimization, another backend update They're cleaning up battle reports. The old reinforcement status is gone. Instead, you see join and leave status for better tracking of who stayed in or who dipped out during the clash. So, will see me posted up here that you can see the difference. And so, currently we have like at least a day or two left with the basic roulette refresh, or like that event. So for the roulette grinders, lucky numbers now refresh every 6 hours. That means more chances to chase rewards if you're active. This one's a big one though, guys. A lot of people have been asking for this. You guys remember when the game did get removed off the Apple Store. So, nice update. The game is now back in the Apple Store. It is called Idle Company. It's called Idle Company. This is super important for, of course, us iOS users. If you switch to a new device or your account syncs through a third-party login, this is where I guess you can kind of get things together. But they did advise that don't uninstall Top Girl, the previous app that was previously on the App Store. They consider this the most stable and official version. The new app, Idle Company, is in testing, but it's not required for you to go ahead and swap over to it. Also, it is currently unavailable in Korea, China, and Vietnam due to licensing. So do be aware that unfortunately these locations, they do not, they can't roll it out until licensing gets worked out. All right, CEOs, before we dive into Bali, let's check out what's happening in the Apex Girl Discord. There are always, interactive events and rewards that you always get, and you never want to miss these, especially if you got the free time to go ahead and just participate. You should participate, because who doesn't like free buffs, free money, I guess you could say, right, to go in your account. So first up is the Roman coin labyrinth. Can you trace a path to the Roman coin? This is a fun puzzle challenge in Discord. Embark the little labyrinth thing. I'll show it, here. Find the treasure, and see if you can top the leaderboard and just put in the right answer. And if you get chosen, you get rewards. The next thing is we're celebrating the first anniversary invite event. Here's how it works. So number 1, you create your own unique server invite link. 2, invite as many friends as possible to join the Apex Girl community. 3, winners are determined by the highest number of successful invites. And 4, exclusive anniversary awards await for the top inviters. So whether you bring one friend or whole squad, every member helps the community grow stronger. And what's more fun than just having more friends, right? So don't miss out. And if you have other people who are interested in Top Girl, bring them in, right? And the last thing that they did most recently posted was the cooking event special. They asked you to pick the buffet with the highest effect, show off your best dish, dance and sing your way to the top and earn unique rewards. This is an event of fun, creativity, rhythm, strategy, perfect for showing off Apex Girl skills. But before we actually go into Bali, we did get teased of what's her name? Isla? I don't know how to say her name properly. Isla. But if you want to check out her skills, these are her skills right here. Her basic PvE skills is every clip there's 20% chance to increase the sing and dance of 480% for self. For PvP, every 10 seconds deal damage of 1,800 to the target. Her second skill, so PvE recording, she's center, so you gotta remember she does both. She does sing and dance. Every clip there's 30% chance to increase the sing and dance by 213% for your basically your party. And her PvP skill, increase artist 24% to player damage to player. And her last skill is recording pop song. There's a 40% chance to increase the sing and dance by 1,200% for self. For PvP, reduce all artist skills damage taken by 12%. So she's good to as like a buff of defense too if you kind of need it. But this is her. And I don't know too much about the new girl, but as an insider, as the creator partner, I was able to actually see who is it. So All right, guys. So editing murder here, and I realized that I actually could see the stats of Marina. So, you know, although I don't have her, I'm able to actually see her through like a preview. So, her stats for PvP, I mean PvE, when recording vocals, so she seems like she's vocals focused. There is 30% chance to increase sing by 1,920%. In PvP, every 10 seconds she deals damage for 1,800 to the target. Her second skill for PvE is in every clip there's a 20% chance to increase the sing by 214% for other artists. And her PvP skill is when attacking a group center, club, and landmark, deal extra damage per second. Damage factor is 240. Then her PvE skill is she is hip hop, so it seems like she's hip hop focused. There is 40% chance to increase the sing by 2,400%, and her other thing is, and she does increase 12% fan capacity. So it's always nice to have you know, units that can increase fan capacity, because sometimes you can get an edge just by pure fan capacity, because you have more troops, and you know they're not able to kill your troops, and your girls are able to smack them, and that's you know, it's a good thing. So back to the video, I happen to notice that, hey, I can see some of her stats. I don't know if there's any new girls or anything, but this is all I got for now, and go to the preview. All right, so today is Sunday, so we're gonna go ahead and just you know, proceed forward into what's going on. So right now I'm still in my home base. You know, a lot of my things cleared, so we're gonna go ahead and move over to Bali. But of course, obviously, before you go, you know, make sure you get your trade in, because usually when you first get to Bali, you don't have a certain base, things of sort. So make sure you go ahead and, you know, you trade, which I've already done. So I've already traded there. Buy anything, any stock that you need to buy, you know, before you go ahead and move, because it is different stock currency. It does eventually get converted over to your regular currency when the event's over. So, you know, go and buy whatever you need to buy. I always buy my car parts, because usually right away, the Ultimate CEO, it does, you know, ask for you to basically do the battle pass type of challenge for you to go ahead and redeem rewards and, you know, basically place on the leaderboard. But all right, let's go ahead and move over to Bali. All right, so now we're finally in Bali. Workaholic's still going, so I think that's going on for like 6 more days. No big deal. Beauty slot machine is going, so that's from today to Wednesday. So yeah, remember that we are a day behind to the game's in-game clock timer. So there are, you know, the game in-game clock timer is ahead of us. So today to me is Sunday. And if you want, I think her name is Dewi. You know, go ahead and do the spin. You do a few more spins, you get a guaranteed pull over her. I actually never got her before, so you know, this is her.
Welcome back. How was your day?
And you can see every 10 seconds she does damage, 600 to the target. Then increase all artists by 12% normal damage, and increase artist skills by 5%. So that's her PvP stats. Or her PvE, it just looks like, you know, it's more just the recording stuff. She's R&B focused.
I just finished a new piece of artwork. I'd love for you to take a look.
All right, so grammar contest. I mean, you should know about what it is by now. See where you land, and if you know, top leaderboards, and you get nice rewards. I believe there is more personal. Yeah, leaderboard. Oh, I think it should be total ranking. Yeah, total ranking. You get the dance car, the Lambo. Our ultimate CEO. You guys should know by now this is a repeating event that does come with every event that we get into. You know, the first day, or first one, yeah, first day is Yeah, the beauty slot, upgrade your parts, basically really car focused. Second day is basically the dorm, like your HQ. So you focus on your HQ, get the glass, get the woods, use that, use the ingots. Then day 3, sandstones, that is for the museum. And using collection gems is basically to level up your those artifacts, those things that you get from the museum. Day 4 is CEO coins. So this is more for the villa. Yeah, you can use construction drones to go ahead and upgrade. Usually get that from radio battles, so go ahead and participate in that. And the CEO coins, believe you get that from that too. And if you need to go ahead and upgrade those, it's going to be this screen right here. And and upgrade your advisors, and they give you boosts.
Ready as you like.
I go Ultimate CEO. Day 5 is using asset coins. So basically, when you level up your equipment stuff that your girls, whatever the equipment they have, so you go and upgrade those. It will gain more points, and just upgrading them. Using photos. Why is there? I wonder why that's not orange. Because SSR private photos are way more costly. Wonder why it's not purple. But you get more points, but it's still like, wonder why it's not purple. Yep. So that's day 5. Day 6, you get this naturally from recording singles, and they encourage you to go ahead and defeat fans, which basically other players. You don't necessarily have to do it if you're not trying to start a battle, beef out with people. This is where we interview artists, so I usually save it for these days too. Did they shorten up the slot machine? I think they did. Yeah, because Play Beauty slot machine. Yeah, they definitely shortened it up, because usually you're able to farm it on the day 6. That's usually what I do. I usually just wait to day 6, but they're like pressuring you. They don't do it 3 days. Interesting. That's a different take. Yeah, this is the girl that they did preview.
The best part of
Vivienne.
We're together.
So I probably will buy her later. I did have to pay some bills, so but I'll probably buy her soon, either now or later. But if you do want her, you go ahead and purchase her for $15. I believe you should be able to get her through the board challenges too, like if you get enough. Yeah, so you can still get her if you want to spend $15, as long as you continue to complete through what we the base of the travel map that we always get. Every station gives you a boost, so of course you're always encouraged to go ahead and continue to progress this, because you will get your internal buffs. Then if you want even more buffs, then you could buy the special. And this will give you more, like these are like checks, so for it to progress you further into that travel route. Yeah, I mean, these are of course your your challenges. So then you complete these challenges, you get more more checks, all these other rewards. So just make sure you do your dailies, do your things, and yeah, it's pretty much still pretty much the same things. This is Sing House. It is Sing House. Okay, so this is still Sing House, and still the same marketplace, or like the board like store. So everything's pretty much still the same cars, still the same houses that we usually see. These always of course do help improve your stats, so they're a board is always good. And can I get more tickets? I can get more tickets. So it's always good to get transfer tickets. I did purchase some before I came over to to the server over, because in case people ever want to leave or so, I will follow my clan. So it does reset, depending on what server you go into, that's where you kind of move forward. And I don't need tier 2s because I've already have it, but that's just off parking. I'm just checking over everything. Yeah, but that's pretty much it. This is Bali. nothing really too crazy. You know what to do. I mean, if you've been playing events like this, you know, we're gonna go ahead and build things. I'm pretty sure we're already building. Yeah, so I need to send one of my girls over here to make sure that I collect my group coins and help them build as we move forward. I believe we have things we're building over here too. Yeah, so we have allies over here that is building, which I can assist them too. So I will send a girl over that way, so then they can keep building over there and help these people. So that's one thing I do like about, you know, these events is, you know, you do have multiple clans that you're associated with. And let's see who I'm actually allied with too before we go ahead and just, you know, close this part. So the chamber, hello. So all these are all new faces that I don't really know. I don't know who they are, but they're basically our chamber allies. Everybody saying hi to each other. Cool. Yeah, but this is Bali in a nutshell. I'll go ahead, you know, once I kind of combine all the little chunks that I can see, because obviously I can't just fully zoom out to see all the map, but I'll place it like right here. All right, so just quickly before I, you know, basically just finish off this video, yeah, there's certain things that didn't show up onto the event calendar. So just looking at it, you know, you got the Daily Express, basically just log in daily, collect your things. Business Battle Pass has come back, so this is, I believe, is more car focused. What is this? Oh, really? Oh, this might be actually useful, because this gives you tier 3, which that tier 3, I might buy it. I might actually buy it this time, because there's one thing that they actually give you, and obviously, you know, you do your daily stuff to go ahead and progress this battle pass, but it does give you tier 3, which tier 3 is over here, is to build, like, to have this, right? Because I don't have these houses yet, or this part, and to you buy separately it's $20. But if you buy this, you get one, basically it's basically the same price for, you know, you get all these rewards, but you do get that 20, you know, for $20 you do get that pass. So I actually, if you got the money to spend, I would recommend it. You don't go ahead and buy this instead of buying just straight $20. You buy this battle pass. I think it'd be actually, you know, if you want that upgrade, you want that little buff, you know, for your stats, because, you know, upgrading that part equals making yourself stronger. So I would probably recommend that, is buy this. That's what I would do in due time. I think that's actually really good on the, you know, giving us incentive, because to me, I never had incentive to go ahead and just buy this without the actual reward, but because they actually give us that reward, that's actually really good. Yep, so of course I was able to see the recharge benefits. So the more money you spend, you get a certain amount of credit recharge, and then of course, you know, you spend a certain amount, you can get this buggy. I don't think it's anything special, because we do have vehicles that you can get that gives us 5% speed. Everything else seems to be pretty generic. Yep, and I'm still, of course, doing my, let's see, anything else. And these, I don't think anybody was brand new. I'm currently redeeming for my girl over here, Yuko, because she's one of my primary girls at the moment. But yeah, that's pretty much it. So episode 6 was mostly back-end updates with Rome badge and artist adjustments, but these little optimizations keep the game healthy long term. If you found this helpful, you know, please go ahead and hit the like and comment what your thoughts are, you know, what's coming up next too, and you know, what you think of the artist changes, and, you know, subscribe if you don't want to miss episode 7, right? Until then, keep grinding CEOs, and always tell somebody you love them, guys. Someone else needs to hear it, and I'll catch you guys next time. pace.